Hey everybody, and welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and with me as always is the lovely
Tiff-tastic.
That's right, and we are so glad to have you here. Tiffany, what is the Poindexter Lounge?
It is a place for nerds.
That's right.
Of all kinds.
It's a place for all of us, right?
Yes.
And so we are so glad to have you. Thank you for joining us today. If this is your first time, know that you are welcome. You can sit back, hey, get a water out of the fridge. It's okay. It'll be all right. And, while you're here, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you are a part of this family of nerds, okay? And then also hit that notifications bell so that you know when we put out videos, which is like...
every day.
That's right. I mean, we're constantly working on videos, and I'm sure you're really happy about that. Where's Enosh? He must be working on a video somewhere. But do that for us, guys. And if you like what we put out, please give us a thumbs up. Let us know. Share the video with other people so that we know that you dig what we do. All right. And then also, we want to have a conversation with you about this stuff, especially today. So please leave a message down in the comment section. Leave a comment down there. Or, Tiff, where else can they get a hold of us?
They can find us on Twitter at GrandTiffTargan or
at Enosh Music. Or you can also find us at Poindexter Lounge with just an X in the middle, or hashtag Poindexter Lounge, and we can keep the conversation going there. All right. Today is something, Tiff. I have a love-hate relationship right now with Zack Snyder. I know there's a lot of people feel really strongly about Zack Snyder. They either seem to hate him or they love him. I go back and forth, but when I see stories like today...
a song comes to mind. Got to be starting something, got to be starting something, got to be starting. Okay.
Stuck in the middle, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. So anyways, a few weeks ago, Zack Snyder came out. Zack Snyder's been talking a lot about Justice League, all right, and a lot about the DCEU, which I find interesting because he's not a part of it anymore.
I know.
Okay? And I understand he may be bitter and a little angry because, at first it was, he just stepped away, and now it's looking more and more like he just got fired. And I understand that. And everybody's clamoring for this Snyder cut of Justice League, that one week it's there, the next week, no, it doesn't exist. It exists, it doesn't exist. Then, Warner Brothers comes out and says definitively before Comic-Con, no. It does not exist. And then like some person who worked on the production goes, yeah, but it exists. So who knows, right, at this point.
Make up your mind.
But a couple weeks ago he came out and he said, hey, that Doomsday that was in Batman vs. Superman, well, I directed that and wrote that, so I'm just letting you all know that wasn't the real Doomsday. That was a Doomsday, but that wasn't the Doomsday. That Doomsday, he's still out there somewhere. Yeah, so we did a story about that a couple weeks ago. But then he comes out today, and this is something that I don't understand why he's doing this. At this point, Zack Snyder just needs to step away from it, Stop talking. Because, Tiff, we all saw that scene in Batman vs. Superman.
That made us tear up.
Got the Robin costume.
Yep.
Okay, which I will say this. I'm looking at this Robin costume again, and I have looked at this picture. How many times do you think I've looked at that picture, Tiff?
I'm thinking hundreds.
Hundreds of times, right? Saw it in the movie over and over again. I noticed something about this for the first time today. He's wearing shorts.
I can't tell from this angle, but that's fine.
Look at that. You can see the cape behind there. I always thought that he had full pants on, and now I'm looking at, and like you can see here too, like he was wearing a short sleeve top too. So it was like more of a classic Robin look. So there you go. If you knew that, I'm sorry. I just completely missed that. But we all know the scene. Bruce Wayne looks up at the Robin costume. It says, ha ha ha, joke's on you, Batman. And I think all of us who are DC fans, we assumed something, didn't we? What do we get for assuming? We all thought there's a dead Robin.
Who it must be.
That got killed by the Joker, apparently. That's got to be Jason Todd. For those of you who don't know, Jason Todd was killed in the comics years and years ago. Then it kind of came back that he wasn't killed, or that he was, and then he was raised back to life through the Lazarus Pit. But that took 20 some odd years for that story to come back around. But originally he was killed in a warehouse by the Joker. The Joker beat him to death with a crowbar and blew him up and everything. And so That's what I would get from that,
Mm-hmm.
right? That Batman's been through a lot, and they're supposed to be making a Nightwing movie.
Yeah.
A whole movie, which Nightwing is Dick Grayson, the first Robin. Zack Snyder comes out, says he took to social media on Vero this week and answered some questions posed by fans on social media about his work, including the recent DCEU films like Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, and part of Justice League. Batman News is reporting that he was asked to confirm if it was Jason Todd's defaced Robin suit in that quick scene in Batcave in Batman vs. Superman. Surprisingly, Snyder revealed it wasn't Todd, the second Robin, and the one famously killed by the Joker in the comics. Rather, it was actually for Dick Grayson, who is still very much alive in the comics as Nightwing. Why did he change it? No explanation was given. Snyder did add that he planned to have kept Dick Grayson dead and introduced the character of Carrie Kelly as the new female Robin. Kelly took over the mantle in Frank Miller's classic comic The Dark Knight Returns, but his work remains the only place where she's been seen. I don't understand this, Tiff. This frustrates me as a DC fan. How many Robins are you going to kill?
Exactly.
Like,
or change up the story. Like, oh, sorry, my bad.
I don't have a problem with Carrie Kelly being Robin.
Yep.
I mean, what do you think of that idea?
I mean, I think that's cool, but it also goes along the line of making females, leads, or, people are getting frustrated with women in Terminator, the women in, the Birds of Prey. So I personally think it's cool, but I also have that figure.
And I don't think anybody would have a problem if they had said that Carrie Kelly is Robin now.
Yes.
Because she was in the comics. The Dark Knight Returns was a beloved comic that many Batman fans just absolutely love. And so I don't think they would have had a problem with that. But to say that Dick Grayson is dead...
Yep.
Why? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. It seems like it lent itself so well to telling the story, possibly later on down the road, of the Red Hood and of Jason Todd coming back. And this is what I don't understand right now about DC movies, is Marvel seems to be taking from popular storylines and making movies. They change them a little bit as they need to, but they do that. DC... Why does everybody keep going back to The Dark Knight Returns, first of all?
I don't know, because you can use the craziness of Jared Leto's Joker to be the one who pulled that off.
Yeah, I don't understand why they keep going back there, but even if they do, Carrie Kelly's fine.
Yeah.
I get it, it's all fine. But why would you come out years later now and say, that's not Jason Todd, that's Dick Grayson, just to tick off a bunch of people when you can't do anything about it? You're not going to make another movie that's going to actually fix that.
It kind of sounds to me like... Star Wars, like, I don't own it anymore, so I'm not going to say I like it. I'm going to,
George Lucas syndrome?
It's his way of, like, one more smack in the face. I don't know.
Well, that's things like, why did he change it? I'm not going to tell you. I got nothing to say. And it's just with the Doomsday thing. It's like, it's just saying stuff just to say stuff. So I don't know what to make of this, folks, but I'm curious what you all think of this story.
Are you frustrated? Do you not care? Are you indifferent?
I'm frustrated.
I know you are.
And I care because Dick Grayson is not dead, and they're looking at making a Nightwing movie. And that's the whole point. Dick Grayson is Nightwing, so how can he be dead?
Exactly.
Doesn't make any sense. But hey, I want to know what you have to think about there. Whatever I just said. I'm so verklempt, okay? I want to know what you all think.
To discuss.
I want to know what you all think about this story and about Zack Snyder. I know a lot of us have been clamoring for this Zack Snyder cut of this movie. But stuff like this and the Doomsday thing makes me want to say, please, just walk away from it.
Yeah, let it be.
Just let it be and let's move on. But I want to know what you guys think. So leave a comment down in the comment section or go to Twitter and let's keep the conversation going there, all right? Until next time, my name is Enosh, a.k.a. Enosh Vet. And with me, as always, is the lovely and beautiful and very much alive...
Tiff-tastic.
That's right. She's not a Robin because she's not my sidekick. No, she's my partner in crime. She's my Harley, baby. Yeah. And I'm her puddin'. Until next time, bye-bye.